Hi, this is Stan Matthews, host of the Matthews TV broadcast and founder of the Inner Circle Professional Network. It takes a village to raise a child and a community to build healthy, wealthy businesses, professional practices, and community organizations. The Matthews TV broadcast enables urban consumers like you to support urban business owners, professionals, nonprofits, and community organizations that provide career opportunities, create jobs, and make urban communities great places to live, work, and raise a family. So please continue to watch the Whole Person, Whole Community broadcast on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. at www.thematthewsbroadcast.com. And oh yeah, tell 10 friends to watch the broadcast too. Heartfelt thanks for your continued friendship and support. The Matthews TV broadcast spotlights urban business owners, professionals, nonprofits, and creative artists and enables them to tell their success story and get the new clients, strategic connections, and community support they need to prosper and succeed. With our audience of more than 500,000 subscribers, 500 Inner Circle strategic partners, and the Comcast Xfinity premium promotional channels, including the Oprah Winfrey Network, BET, Lifetime, and the Hallmark Family Network. So step into the spotlight for business success right now and book your spotlight or legacy interview by calling us at 732-357-5701 or booking your reservation at www.thematthewsbroadcast.com.
Hi, I'm Mayor Baraka of Newark, reminding you to shop urban and shop local to save time and money, get a higher level of customer service, create jobs, and build stronger families and communities. Remember to shop urban, shop local, and shop Newark.
Remember to shop urban, shop local, and shop Newark.
All right, welcome back to the Matthews broadcast. I am joined by Dorinda Walker, a brand maven and a brand maker. She helps you to engage with the largest brands so that if you want to do business with those major brands that you see on television and you hear on the radio, Dorinda is the person to talk to. And joining me to ask Dorinda a few questions so that you can get to know her business better is Ms. Sharon Addison. Sharon?
So, hey, Dorinda, welcome.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your business, the name of the business, and exactly what is it that you do?
Sure. So the name of my business is Cultural Solutions Group. And basically, we're a multicultural marketing agency that helps brands develop strategies to engage Fortune 500 businesses. And then we also help Fortune 500 businesses develop strategies to engage women and diverse consumers. And we really look at segmentation when we're developing our strategies. And we really lead our marketing strategies with cultural insights.
So what sets you apart? Why would somebody come to you?
I think what sets me apart is my track record. So I am multiple award-winning in both B2B and B2C multicultural marketer. I'm very passionate about cultural marketing and making sure that companies are investing in diverse consumers. I think it's really important because it can't be a one-size-fits-all strategy. What also makes me unique is I'm not focused on just marketing for sales. So helping companies develop marketing strategies to acquire and retain talent, which is very important if they want to be successful in the multicultural marketing arena. Because if you don't have the right talent with the cultural competency, you're never going to get the marketing right. And we've seen evidence of that, right?
That's right.
With all these big companies who messed it up.
Anything for the millennials?
Definitely, and with that becomes generational marketing. And I'm a firm believer that, millennials are very unique. And there's a lot of misperceptions about what motivates millennials. So, gathering deep into those insights based on what you're offering, I think is really important. And so once I know what you're selling, what your goals are, what your directives are and objectives, then I can help you create a strategy that gives you the return on investment that you're looking for.
And the reason why I asked you that, you know, in my background as a nurse, that's one of the problems that we're having keeping the millenniums. And many of the people, if you look familiar, they may know you as a speaker. And I remember you being at my event, and quite a few of the millennium nurses, they came up and they were talking to you, and you connected with them. So I'm thinking if there's some big business out there, maybe they need to give you a call, because the idea is just how do you keep these folks, because it's just like a revolving door. And so I'm glad that that's a part of your business plan.
Absolutely.
All right, so one of the questions I'd like to ask, who would be a good referral or a good client for you?
A good client for me is someone who has the money to invest in their marketing strategy, because it does take money. Someone who's looking to expand digitally, who's looking to, you know, have broadcast opportunities as well. That would be an ideal client for me. And just know that it's not just me behind the scenes. So given that I have 20 years in the industry and have been successful in the business, I have tons of network and people, freelancers, business consultants who I would bring to the table to help execute those strategies.
Absolutely. And having a team that has all of those resources that they can bring to bear helps with the effectiveness of the campaigns that you're doing.
Absolutely. Because I'm not a one-size-do-it-all. You know, I can't do everything. So I'm really good at strategy. I'm really good at looking at research, looking at your objectives, and coming up with creative. But then you need a team to execute.
Well, I'm even excited for that now. With that being said, how can we get in contact with you?
So info@culturalsolutionsgroup.com, and our phone number is 973-775-9059.
And the website?
Website is culturalsolutionsgroup.com.
All right, all right. Any more questions for her, Stan?
No. Well, Dorinda is one of those forces of nature that you kind of just sit back and say, I want that person on my team. Right? This is not the first time she's been with me. When I was on internet radio and television, when I first got started about 2 years ago, Dorinda came to our studio in Montclair. I treasure her as a friend. We don't get to connect that often because her schedule is always full. She is a lady in demand because she is excellent at what she does. That's just a fact. The fact that she's from East Orange, New Jersey just makes it even sweeter.
Yes, East Orange.
That's my hometown. So Dorinda, thank you so much for coming. Connect with her, please, this evening. For all of those of you at home, if you want to take your brand to the next level, Dorinda Walker is the person that you should call. Thank you so much for being with us, Dorinda.
Thank you for having me.
Give her a round of applause. All right. Hi, this is Stan Matthews, and welcome back to the Matthews broadcast. We are overjoyed to have our next guest, a longtime friend of mine, a media personality and a media superstar in her own right. She is one and only Miss Sharon Addison. We met more than 20 years ago and have remained friends for a very long time because of our passion for all things media. Sharon loves to tell stories and lift other people up, as do I. And so, Eileen, I would ask you to ask Sharon a few questions that would enable those at home and those here with us to really understand the unique value of what Addison Media Group provides.
Well, I need to start off asking, who is Sharon Addison?
Oh, wow. Well, that's a loaded question.
Okay, we gotta keep it short. Give us the abridged version.
Oh, wow. I more than anything, I could say that I'm an amazing mom, friend, and I just love working with people. Known very much as a nurturer. I believe that we were placed here to help each other, and so if anything, that's what I'm known for. And as Stan would say, Addison Media Group, the difference maker.
The difference
I
maker.
love it. And that's what we need today. We need more difference makers, not difference creators. So appreciate that that's what you do. So tell us about Addison Media Group. What is it that you do and what problem do you solve?
All right, so that started out a few years ago when I got involved in radio. And I decided, I love my last name so much, I decided to turn it into a business. So that's how the Addison Media Group came about. I've done radio for about
almost 27 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
and I got into doing events, special events, mostly. Most of the things I would do would be Caribbean and American, you know, because
Okay.
I'm a Caribbean girl. By now you can hear that. And so that's how that came all about. So I started producing my own television show, even some cable. I did a little cable,
Wow.
radio, and special events.
Okay, so when you say special events, now I did hear a little smattering about something about a conference for Caribbean women and global women. So tell us a little bit about that conference. What was the goal and what was the most impactful moment or story from that?
Well, like I said, you know, I'm Caribbean, so I figured, why not have our own conference?
There you
You know,
go.
just throw a little something in there. And when it first started out, it was Caribbean and American Women of Power. And then someone from Canada called me and said, I think this is a great idea, but what are you going to call it if you were to bring it to Canada? And I'm like, okay. So we decided to say it's Caribbean and Global Women. So it's you don't just have to be Caribbean. It's just because that was my flavor, so I threw that in there, and it has attracted a lot of people, and also some brave men that've been at our
But
conference.
you know the beautiful thing about bringing that,
Well, when some guys, when they would hear it, this is just all for women, and I'm like, no, but I'm a woman, so I decided to do it that way. It was my conference.
That's right.
But we give everybody an opportunity as long as you have something to share, and we are really on the premise of your health, your wealth, and your legacy, and of course your spirituality. So those are the four things that we, focus on.
okay, so I definitely appreciate the fact that you focus in on the Caribbean woman because although I've been termed the Yankee by my husband's family because I was born here.
She said it, not I.
And no, that's what they said. However, I'll cook all of their family members, so what can I say, okay? But anyway, tell us a little bit more about the purpose. What is it? And if you're talking to somebody in the audience and they are not from the Caribbean but want to be part of your conference or want to learn more about how to get into media, what would you tell them? What advice would you give?
Wow, I'll just say do what you love. You don't have to be perfect. You know, sometimes, especially if you're from the Caribbean or somewhere else in the world and you're worried about having an accent. For me, I have one, and there's certain words I cannot pronounce. It takes more effort to do that, but I found out it's the thing that made me unique. And so once you start to embrace your uniqueness, who you are, it makes it even more fun. You don't have to worry about being perfect. And that's how I got into radio. Because the fun part of it, people always try to guess my ethnicity. You know, like, what are you, where are you from? And so that was the fun part of it. But I did it because I loved it. And I embraced the genre of Caribbean and world music into that. And then, we parlayed into the Caribbean and Global Women of Power Summit. And so that's it. Just do you and have fun with it. And don't worry about being perfect because you never know. You just may inspire somebody else, who may have an idea and want to step out in faith.
Absolutely. There used to be a song that was like, nobody can do you but you.
But you.
And here
That's
you
right.
embody that, and that's a great thing. So I see that we need to wrap this up. So what is the best referral for you?
Mostly through our company. I'm always, if you were to ask me, you said, what set us apart? I believe that we can live extraordinary lives. I always tell people, if you have your babies, raise your babies. Do what you need to do. If you want to go back to school, go back to school. And if you're ever at the place that you're not certain what it is that you want to do, you know that you have a calling. You know that you can touch, move, and inspire this world. And sometimes you may need someone who can truly support you, such as a coach or a mentor. So those people, if that's how you're feeling, reach out to me. And I'd love to have a talk with you and, of course, try and encourage you.
So on that note, how do they reach out to you?
Oh, absolutely. You can go to my website, my last name, which is addisonmediagroup.com. That's ADDISON mediagroup.com.
Awesome.
That's it.
Well, thank you so very much
Thank
for
you for
taking
having
the
me.
time and sharing your brilliance with us this evening. And look forward to connecting with you and everyone who is within the sound of our voice or sees the faces in front of you. Please make sure that you take the time to reach out to Sharon Addison, Caribbean woman extraordinaire at Addison Media Group. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I just wanted to say to my friend Sharon, you go ahead, you can give her a round of applause. Also, we can go right through. I just have just this loving advice from my friend Sharon. There are many people in the world who are about making money. There are many people in the world who are about making a mess. Sharon is about making a difference and has made a difference in many people's lives. You heard the testimonial from her friend Dorinda a little bit earlier, and it's far more than just Dorinda, so just keep on making a difference, and I know you will, with or without my advice. So Sharon Addison, give her another round of applause. Welcome back to the Matthews broadcast. We have the distinct pleasure this evening of having the A-Team with us, the super couple from South Orange that Darrell and I are fortunate to be neighbors and friends with, Daryl and Annie Godfrey. These are two awesome individuals that both Darrell and I have known a long time. I was kidding with all of us a little bit earlier. I said the only person that's not here is now their son Niall, who will be graduating from Oberlin in June. I remember Daryl bringing Niall to all kind of stuff. When he wasn't graduating from Oberlin, he was trying to graduate out of diapers. So that was a long time ago, and it's incredible to hear Annie say, congratulations, by the way. Can we get a round of applause for that? There's some things that we should lift up. Academic achievement of our kids is something we should definitely lift up. It is not any small task to graduate from Oberlin. For mom and dad who helped that young man get to Oberlin, and for that young man to graduate from that school is an awesome, awesome thing, right? And no small feat. So let me turn it over to Darrell Gunter of Gunter Media Group just to ask you guys a few questions so that the audience here and at home can get to know you better.
Well, I am smiling because it is an absolute honor and pleasure to interview my former neighbors. I recently moved from South Orange, and when I got the call to do this interview, that I was going to interview this power couple, I said, okay, I have to do this one.
That's exactly what he said.
Welcome to the Matthews broadcast. So let's start off, the name of your current business and the name of the new business that's going to be opening.
How about if I take that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Always in charge.
So the current business is Waterworks Laundromat. It is based in Newark on Bergen Street. We've been in business since 2007, and we launched that one because we wanted to provide superior laundry experience to people who live in and around the Newark area. So that is the first one, and we are partnering with another power couple to open the second one, which, as Daryl described earlier, is significantly bigger, more grand, and also just a very different kind of target audience. It is called Smart Suds, SmartSudz, and the target audiences there are college students, busy professionals, and small businesses who don't want to do laundry as their core business, but they do need laundry services for that purpose. So we're looking to significantly revolutionize the way busy people get their laundry done.
And you know, I kind of like this business, like the mortuary business. Like in the mortuary business, they're just dying to get in, and clothes have got to get clean, right? and I remember when, Daryl, you first told me about this back in 2005 when you were thinking about it.
Yes.
Brilliant. Congratulations on that.
Thank
What
you.
is your unique value proposition for the current business, but also with Smart Suds?
Yeah, so a couple things. So the unique value proposition for us is really around offering, as I said earlier, a superior laundry experience. Our laundromat on Bergen Street is very well lit. It is it's open, very modern environment. All of the smart card machines. So every single machine, no worries about coins. They are not coin operated. They are smart card operated machines, and they're high efficiency. So the other thing is we offer popcorn, free popcorn for our customers, free coffee and donuts on Saturdays and Sundays. Just got to get there early. So.
And what is that beautiful van out front for?
That's pickup and delivery. So my wife is so modest, but the real value proposition here is efficiency and really having your clothes cleaned in a very professional manner. Most people, when they go wash clothes, they hate the whole process. We take that process away from you. You know, most entrepreneurs, most busy people don't have time anymore. Go to our website, waterworks.com. Go to our other website, smartsuds.com. It's all web access. You don't have to see my pretty face or my wife's pretty face. What you will see is the efficiency. We come pick it up or deliver it to you the same day. That's the value proposition.
What would be the ultimate referral for your business?
A couple of things. I would say one would be assisted living facilities. There are people in nursing homes who they may actually have their own washing machines there, but they have to hire staff to do it. So we want to actually take that away from them in terms of reducing their water utilization, reducing their utility costs. Give it to us, we do it, our people are there, and it's done within hours, and it's an easy process. So definitely the assisted living facilities, professionals, and then college students, for sure.
Yes, I'm a customer now.
Yes, but also empty nesters. I mean, my wife and I, we have a son, but he's never there, and we hate doing washing clothes. So really, for empty nesters who just want someone to come pick it up, call us. We're there. And that's the difference. Technology has revolutionized the whole laundry business. People don't look at it that way, but it has. Look at Domino, look at any pizzeria. You call up now, no one goes out to do anything. Now just call us and we'll come pick it up. Technology, these phones have changed the whole technology. That's what we want to take advantage of.
And have you considered the local hotels?
Absolutely.
For the guests whose luggage
Guests
is
who are
lost?
Yes.
traveling.
Yeah,
for
I
sure,
would say here also, Darrell, that I was at Waterworks on Saturday. What I was amazed by is that there was one attendant in this huge facility, and she was just fine, no panic. She was running the whole show. So when you talk about technology and the equipment that they have, everything is first class and modern. You had one person in this huge place running the whole show.
That's
Blew me
awesome.
away.
That is awesome. And how can folks get in touch with you? I know you mentioned the website earlier. If you could give us that again.
So the Waterworks website is waterworkslaundry.com, and the SmartSuds website is smartsuds.com. So we're on the web, and we're available via phone as well.
I wanted to say something that Stan said earlier. Please invest in us, because we invest back in the community. Everyone that we hire is from the community. The lady that he just mentioned, our attendant, lives right across the street. The other two attendants live right around the corner. That's the investing. That's your dollars coming back. And to be very frank, it looks like us. Most laundromat services are not owned by African Americans. Not at all. I went to Chicago. There was over 500 people there on laundromats. I was the only one. That says a lot. So what Stan says, invest in the community.
Well, that's why we say shop urban and shop local. Let me just say this on this point. When you shop urban, you do not invest in a faceless corporation listed on a stock exchange. You invest in a family-owned business like Darrell and Annie, who work in the community, live in the community, and employ people in the community. When you shop urban, you get a little girl her dance slippers, and you get a little boy his Pop Warner uniform. His parents are likely to be your neighbors. You feel me, y'all? That's what Darrell and Annie are talking about. Now, I am not saying, and I'm not advocating, that we be prejudiced against anyone. But there is no law that will ever be passed in this country that will legislate that others must support us and love us. You must love each other enough with your checkbooks and with your wallets so that our community looks like it should. With $210 billion within 4 hours from the sound of my voice, we must do better. And Darrell and Annie are leading the way. They are a prototype of what we're trying to do in the community, and I thank them, and I know, Darrell, you feel.
I feel
likewise.
just as strong as about what they're doing, because if you read the book, The North Side, about Atlantic City in the 30s and 40s, we supported our businesses. We had all of the top shops in Atlantic City. What happened? Integration. And we stopped supporting ourselves.
Well, I describe integration this way. I'm going to leave you with this. After Dr. King said he had a dream, many of us thought integration was a bag of candy. It has been a bag of worms for the economies in our community. We have to re-examine how readily we gave up places like Atlantic City and Tulsa and other places where we had thriving businesses and every laundry and everything else were on the corners. We have to look at that again, okay? So I want to leave it right there. I want to thank Darrell and Annie for doing what they're doing. I want to lift them up as much as possible, and let's make sure that we support Waterworks and Smart Suds when it launches in June. Is that correct?
Yes. Thank you, Stan, and thank you, Darrell.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Hi, this is Stan Matthews, host of the Matthews TV broadcast and founder of the Inner Circle Professional Network. It takes a village to raise a child and a community to build healthy, wealthy businesses, professional practices, and community organizations. The Matthews TV broadcast enables urban consumers like you to support urban business owners, professionals, nonprofits, and community organizations that provide career opportunities, create jobs, and make urban communities great places to live, work, and raise a family. So please continue to watch the Whole Person, Whole Community broadcast on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. at www.thematthewsbroadcast.com. And oh yeah, tell 10 friends to watch the broadcast too. Heartfelt thanks for your continued friendship and support. The Matthews TV broadcast spotlights urban business owners, professionals, nonprofits, and creative artists and enables them to tell their success story and get the new clients, strategic connections, and community support they need to prosper and succeed. With our audience of more than 500,000 subscribers, 500 Inner Circle strategic partners, and the Comcast Xfinity premium promotional channels, including the Oprah Winfrey Network, BET, Lifetime, and the Hallmark Family Network. So step into the spotlight for business success right now and book your spotlight or legacy interview by calling us at 732-357-5701 or booking your reservation at www.thematthewsbroadcast.com.
Hi, I'm Mayor Frank Moran of the great city of Camden, reminding you to shop urban and shop local to save time and money, get a higher level of customer service, create jobs, and build stronger families and communities. Remember to shop urban and shop local, shop Camden.
Remember, shop urban, shop local, and shop Camden.